Whether you want to make bigger sales in less time, stand apart and above competitors, multiply referrals, or retain valuable clients, it's now easier than ever to achieve these goals with Advisys. For example, take the case of Ken and Sue Achiever. The Achievers were at a party when a wealthy friend suggested they needed to talk with his advisor, Rick, about a larger life insurance policy and diversifying their retirement portfolio. The Achievers already have a financial advisor, Steve, so they contacted him too. They want to see both of them tomorrow, so there's not much time to prepare. Steve is a bit panicked. He isn't happy to hear that his clients are talking to another advisor. Has he kept in touch with them as much as he should have? Are they questioning his professionalism and knowledge? Steve has invested in his education and professional image, but what else can he do to keep the Achiever's business? Steve decides that a personalized presentation is just what he needs to wow the Achievers. He will include professional educational materials and a fact finder to collect the information he needs to prepare a personal financial plan. But then, Steve runs into his first brick wall. In order to create a first-rate presentation, Steve has to open several different software programs and navigate between them to create a presentation. It's time-consuming and frustrating. In contrast, Rick uses Advisys. It has everything he needs in one place. Concept pieces on financial products and planning strategies to educate clients, answer questions, and overcome objections. Quick and easy financial calculators to answer questions and motivate action. And goals-based financial planning to drill down on clients' needs and provide answers. It's fast and easy. In minutes, Rick has a professional-looking presentation completed. Rick can relax. Back at Steve's office, he's just finished the presentation. Hours have gone by. The materials from the different software programs all look different. The presentation is amateur and unprofessional, and there's nothing Steve can do about it. I've got to do better than this, Steve thinks to himself. What am I going to do? Then Steve has an idea. Steve recalls a study by the Life Insurance Marketing Research Association, LIMRA. Doing a needs analysis and recommending an amount leads more clients to purchase life insurance and with larger coverage. So Steve decides to add a fact finder to the presentation so he can create a financial plan. But then he runs into brick wall number 2. He remembers the last time he tried to create a financial plan for a client. He and the client spent hours completing the 15-page fact finder. The client got frustrated when Steve asked for tax returns and investment statements. Then Steve spent hours more inputting the data and creating the plan. The client didn't even look at the plan when Steve presented it, and Steve never heard from the client again. Rick, on the other hand, was using Advisys. He added a simple 3-page survivor needs fact finder to his presentation and a risk tolerance questionnaire. Together, they would help him zero right in on the Achiever's needs, and it would only take them both minutes to complete. Rick's clients were always pleased with how quickly he could respond to their needs. Steve decides to put the 15-page fact finder away. He'll wait to do the financial plan some other day. Maybe. So now, Steve is ready to submit his presentation to compliance for approval. But that brings Steve to brick wall number 3. For Rick, there's no need to submit to compliance. That's because everything he uses in Advisys has already been FINRA reviewed and compliance approved. Time has run out. Instead of a professional presentation, Steve shows up to his appointment with a yellow pad. But the story is different for Rick. In just minutes, he created a professional, personalized, compliance-approved client presentation addressing the Achiever's interests and concerns. Now the Achievers have to decide which financial professional to trust. Steve and his yellow pad, or Rick, who came professionally prepared with information and answers? Who would you choose?